Okay, should be streaming on YouTube and now TikTok. Go ahead and share this with a few people real quick. Well, maybe, if it's gonna let me. Wait a second. There he is. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Well, I may need to join. 1 second. See if I can join my Wi-Fi here. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that didn't just disconnect me. What's up, Bustin? What's up, my friend? How's it going? Can you see the background okay? Is that showing up? Is the background legible? Can you make it out? Okay, good. Awesome. Awesome. I've got YouTube going. Looks like I've got the mic working this time, the built-in mic. So I don't have my mic set up this time. I haven't done that in a while. Hey, what's up, Jess? How's it going? No spicy background. It's not spicy. But you did say there were a lot of parrots lately, so we'll see what happens. I've got some super hot tea going on here. Chamomile with vanilla and blueberry. Hey, what's up, Austin? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see ya. I'm not a fake guru because I'm not a guru. I don't claim to be a guru. But thanks for the comment, Matt. Are you a true guru? Our last day was today at the school. Oh, man, I'm envious. No, we still have a week. We still have to go next week and do finals and then graduation. Haven't seen you live in a while. No, Austin, it's been a long time. Actually, I went live like maybe a few weeks ago, just spontaneously. And then I went live before that in January. So this is my third time live this year. So there we go. Either be a parrot but not a jackass. Be a parrot or, something else but not a jackass. Hello, Mercy. How's it going? We didn't get out to June 6th when I was in school. Dang, man. Holy shit, that is late. Wow, wow, wow. How do I truly live in the moment? Well, you're always living in the moment, whether you realize it or not. The key is realizing it, waking up to the fact, the truth, that it's always now. You're always in the moment, no matter what. Now, our thoughts may be of the past or of the future or of something other than here right now, but those are just thoughts happening in the present moment. So the present moment is inescapable. Hello, Christina. I'm good, Mercy. The present moment is inescapable. So to understand, that's a big realization to go, how do I live? How do I always live in this moment? How can I be present? And when you wake up and go, wait a minute, I'm always present no matter what. That's a big aha moment. And then you can start to watch your thoughts. I mean, you become the witness of your thoughts, because now you know, okay, I'm always in the present. What are my thoughts telling me though? Well, I'm witnessing my thoughts. Maybe my thoughts are of the past. Okay, I'm watching those thoughts, but I know I'm not in the past. I can't see the past, taste the past, touch the past. The past doesn't exist. It is just, it's gone. It's not something you can ever experience again. Every experience you have is in this moment, this present moment. Every single experience you have is in this present moment. And the not the goal, because it's not the goal. I mean, if all that there ever is this moment, what is a goal? Goal doesn't even make sense. But realizing that you're in this moment and then living completely, fully in that moment, in that realization, is being here now, right? But to go beyond that, really to be completely absorbed and awakened to this moment, is to go beyond thoughts, to go beyond concepts, that conceptual mind, the conceptual thinking. When you can just be as a witness, and you go beyond the witness too, but at first just be the witness. Watch the moment, watch the present moment, watch what's going on, watch yourself, watch your thoughts, watch your actions, watch your emotions. Hear the sounds, but don't name them. Go beyond that concept, right? The concepts that we're always forming and working in our minds. Because the mind is a monkey. It's always jumping everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. And if you ever try to meditate and just focus on the breath, you're gonna see real quick how active the mind really is. We just don't realize how active the mind is because we identify with the mind, and we're so used to this monkey mind jumping here and there and here and there. When you get to the point where you can witness the activities of the mind, watch this moment, watch the present moment, watch the thoughts that are happening in this moment, whether they're of the past or the future or somewhere else. Watch your thoughts, watch your words in conversation. You really get a true taste of what this moment actually is, because the truth is we are asleep to the present. We're asleep to the moment. We're asleep to the now. We're sleeping through life. We're not stuck in the past or the future. That's impossible. We're always in the present, but we're asleep to the present. We're not awake and aware of this that exists, which is the present moment only. And that's what awakening does. It completely opens you up, removes the boundaries that we're stuck in this sleepiness, and it wakes you up to what truly is, and that is all there is, which is now. But it's a realization, it's an understanding of that, and an experiencing of that is awakening. And we can intellectually know it, but do you experience this now present moment that is all that exists? Wake up. Yeah, wake up, because we're sleeping through life. We're sleeping through life. We're asleep, and we don't even know it. We don't even realize it. We're just walking zombies. That would be, Christina, I guess, considered third eye awakening. There's so many different terms and concepts, but, not even to think of concepts. Let's just get rid of words totally, right? And let's be silent to what is and just witness and be aware of what is. So there's so many ways we can put it. There's language that we can just go through the gamut of language and call it this and call it that, but really it's the experience, right? It's that awakening experience where we are just, and I won't even say it. I won't even say what it is. But we have to put words on it, right? So that's the way we communicate it. We try to communicate it in words that by nature, the very words that we're using slice and divide up existence, and existence in reality, The nature of reality is singular. It's one. It's non-dual. And so the illusion, the real illusion is that there is separation. The real illusion is that you are separate from me, I am separate from you. Everything is separate things and events. And that's really the illusion. Because once you awaken to this moment and you awaken to the nature of reality, you realize that separation is an illusion and that there is only existence, and that's what you are. You are existence itself. You are the ocean of being, waving as this ego and that ego and this event and that event and this thought and that thought and this thing and that thing. Those are waves, exactly, Bustin. But we are really deep down, when you cut beneath that illusion and the illusion crumbles away, the illusion of separation, you discover that you are the ocean of being, ocean of existence, your existence itself. That's the real you. That's the real you. The real you isn't the ego. The real you isn't an individual soul, right? Separate from everyone else, every other soul, or separate from existence, or separate from the earth, or separate from the universe, or you name it. That's not the real you. The real you is the entirety of existence, non-dual existence. That's what you are. And I'm putting all these things into words that don't quite get to the heart of it, but it's the best I can do. Foresight, that's a human concept. It's a human concept. The person of God, those are human concepts. Those are concepts that you've created in your mind and that other human beings have created. You don't need those concepts. You don't need a personal God. You don't need anything outside of existence. How could there be, if you have existence, how could there be anything other than existence? It's illogical. It's absurd. There is existence. And to say that there is this God outside of existence, separate from existence, separate from me, that is absolutely unnecessary, and it is human concept. It's human imagination. And what I'm talking about is a real awakening experience of this present moment, just being here now, not needing anything out there, not needing anything external, objective, not needing a God, not needing a belief, not needing a concept, just simply being. Because that's what we are. We are just being. We're the ocean of being. And so you can exist and just awaken and be. You discover who you are, who you really are. And it isn't someone separate from a God, or separate from the world, or separate from other people, or separate from other things. You discover that you are simply being itself. Or existence. Or, I mean, there are a lot of words to use for it. Like a dog or a cat. Well, we aren't separate from those things. A dog and a cat is this. It's a wave. They are waves of existence, just like you, just like me. That separate thing that we consider separate, like I name that a dog, I name that a cat. I am separating those things from the rest of existence by naming them, right? And that's just what we do as human beings. We name things, and when we name things, we separate it out from its environment. We separate it out from the rest of existence. But the truth behind it all is that it's all one existence. It's all the energy of, I'm just trying to put it in so many different terms. The energy of the universe, the energy of the cosmos, the Tao, whatever you want to call it, the flowing energy of all things. That's what that dog is. That's what that cat is. That's what I am. That's what you are. I'm one with my cat. You're right. You are. You truly are. Yeah, exactly. We're all one existence. Hey, Bo. I saw you come across there. The title says Short Spontaneous Lives. I don't know how long I'll be on. Earthbound Cat Dad. Peace to you, my friend. I'm good, Bo. How are you? I'm doing well. Sipping on some hot tea. Grand evening. How am I the universe? Well, it's exactly what I was just saying, and I don't know how long you've been on. But it's not just that you were the universe. Those are just terms that we try to put truth in, right? I mean, you could put it in so many different ways. But you probably didn't hear this analogy that I use pretty often, but for one, separation is an illusion. Anything being separate, it's just an illusion. Anything that we think is separate, right? There's a separate you, a separate me, a separate dog, a separate whatever, you name it. That's an illusion. Those are just waves, right? These are waves. But what are waves truly? When you look out and you see the waves, you're not looking at individual entities called waves. What is a wave? Well, the wave is just the ocean, right? It's not separate from the ocean. And the same is true for us. You have the ocean of being, which is what we really are. That's who we really are. The ego is a wave. My dog is a wave. This computer is a wave. Thoughts are waves. Emotions are waves. Everything that we try to separate out and name and call this and call that, those are human concepts. Those are waves, but it is all the ocean of being nonetheless. And when I say, you could put it in those terms, hey, what's up, Seb? Yeah, you are the flow. You can put it in those terms of you're the universe, like you said. How am I the universe? Well, you are. Everything is energy, right? Energy of the cosmos, cosmic energy, the energy of the universe. That's what you are. We're not separate from that energy. There's not me and then the universe, the energy of the universe. I am that energy. That energy is flowing and forming, creating this form of this body, right? Creating the form of this mug. It's all one flowing cosmic energy, this non-dual energy, flowing, organic, inseparable energy. It's not an energy over there, an energy over there, a flow of energy here, a flow of energy there. It's all the universe. It's all existence. So how are you the universe? That's how you're the universe, right? If you want to put it in those terms. Or you are the ocean of being, right? And all these separate things that we believe are separate are just waves of the ocean of being, but they are nonetheless the ocean of being. Everything is the ocean of being because there is only one ocean of being. There's one existence, and that's what you are. That's our true identity, our true nature. But we get caught up in thinking we're separate entities because of our thoughts. Our thoughts, we think in terms of I and me and mine and you and yours and all those kinds of thoughts. He and she and dog and cat and tree and butterfly. We think in all these separatist terms, and we strengthen the illusion of separation everywhere we look, right? Because we have this idea that there's me and everything else. And it just isn't so. And when you can go beyond that I, me, mine mentality, those concepts, when you can get behind that and not think in those terms, go beyond thought, go beyond that conceptual mind, go beyond that ego, behind the mask. You take that mask of your ego off. You get behind that and you'll see that you are not I, me, mine. You are just it. You're it. You are existence itself. But so are you, so are you, so are you, so am I, so is my dog, so are the trees, so is the universe. Everything is energy created by the Creator. You are the universe. We. And, and even if we can go beyond those terms too, right? Go beyond we. Go beyond creator, go beyond universe. We always think in these concepts, and that's okay. It's okay to say those things because we have to communicate it some way. But if you can go personally into the experience of getting behind those concepts, that's what it's all about. To infinity beyond. What's up, Serge, my friend? Thank you, Gimme. What's up, Serge? Good seeing you, my friend. Do you believe in God? I don't believe in anything. Belief is so many labels for the same energy, right? Yeah, for sure, Jess. Yeah, language is a tool to be used wisely, for sure. And we can never quite put it in true language, right? Because language just chops reality up by nature. But we do the best we can. Do you believe in God? I don't believe in anything. Belief is unnecessary. You don't need any beliefs. And when you are living truly in this, when you're aware and awake in this moment, what do you have to believe? There is nothing to believe when you are here fully aware of what is and all that there is, right? Because this moment is all there is. Belief has to do with something you can't see or experience. Belief has to do with something in the future, some kind of hope. And you don't need that if you're awake to the present, if you're aware of this moment, which is all that there is. If you are here now, and I clap my hands, what is there to believe about clapping my hands, right? It is an experience in this present moment. And so belief simply means we're not yet fully awake to the present moment. You have to believe something, but you don't have to believe anything. Belief is unnecessary. You can live without belief. You can live in I don't even want to put words on it. You can just live. Perfect timing. Is there such a thing as consciousness? Is that different from awareness? That's a good question, and people use those terms differently, right? Depending on the context. Different philosophical positions or wisdom paths. Thank you, Seven. I love that one. People use those terms in different ways, but we got to realize that those are concepts as well, right? And so we don't even have to think in those terms. We don't even have to put it in those words or figure out, is it consciousness? Is it awareness? We're trying to figure out these questions, right? And really, it is just becoming aware. If you want to call it consciousness or awareness, it really doesn't matter because we don't have to align ourselves with any particular philosophy. And I think when we try to define words so precisely and say, well, it's probably consciousness, but it may be awareness, what we're trying to do is align ourselves, or maybe not ourselves, but at least our thinking, align ourselves with a particular brand of philosophy or particular path or, philosophical position or something like that. But if we can just kind of forget about those concepts and those words and go beyond them directly to like the direct experience of this present moment, then we don't need to know if it's consciousness. We don't need to know if it's awareness because now we are just experiencing whatever it is, right? What it is we experience. And then you can put it in whatever terms you want to put it in, right? Yeah, I think use of language can take us out of the present moment, right? I think consciousness is the same as awareness. Yeah, and it can be, they're used interchangeably with different traditions. So to just be, yeah, yes. But it's not, it sounds very simple and most people won't understand what that means. Let's just be, right? Well, be what, Rick? Be a person, be an ego. There are so many things you could attach to that. And it's not, and that's the point, is not attaching anything to that. It's not to be somebody, be a person, be active, be inactive, or whatever it is. It is simply to be. And that entails letting go of all those things you might want to be. Letting go of thought, letting go of control, because nothing's in control anyway, right? I mean, who is there to control when there's only one existence? Control implies separation. So everything is in control. There's nothing in or out of control. Those are both human concepts, right? But there is nothing, if we want to put it in those terms, there's nothing in or out of control. There is simply existence, and it is what it is. Man, I mean, we could get really deep into this, but you know, and these are hard things to hear for a lot of people. But you know, when you really get it, you understand that cause and effect, or determinism, and free will, all those concepts are just that. They're concepts, and they really fade away into oblivion of meaninglessness when you understand that there is only this existence and you aren't separate from it. You are that existence. So all those terms and those philosophical concepts that we debate over, whether we're free, whether we're determined, whether there's free will, whether there's not, or whether things are in control or out of control, or do we have control, or whatever, all those things just fade into the oblivion of meaninglessness when you understand that there is existence. And when I say there is existence, I mean here is existence. And I am it, and you are it. And we are all this flowing, interconnected, inseparable process of existence. Or, wait, I don't understand. Beingness is not doing nothing, or is life. Rephrase it. I want to make sure I understand your comment. Oh, beingness is not doing nothing. Nothing. It is life. Okay, yeah, I think I understand. Um, yeah, it is life, and all of it is life. This is life. It's all, we are life. I am life, and it's not that we are a living being and you're a living being and that's a living being over there. Again, it is just life. Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to put it. And there's nowhere to be. There's nowhere to get. We're always trying to get somewhere. Always trying to, I gotta get there. I've got to make it there, right? And there's really nowhere to be but right now. It doesn't invalidate. I mean, as human beings, we plan for the future. We work for the future. We do things for the future, but we hold all those things loosely, and you have to hold those things loosely in order to not go insane as well. But because most are insane. Most of us are insane because insanity is not living. Insanity is always looking for the next thing, or always trying to get somewhere else other than here, because here is all that there is. And you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have anything to be. You're okay right here, right now, because you know what? Everything is okay. You are existence itself. How can you be other than okay? What would that mean to not be okay? Yeah, live in the moment, plan for the future. That's right. Yeah, it doesn't invalidate plans. It doesn't invalidate. It's not like, oh, there is only this moment and I'm never going to, that means I'm just going to sit here. I don't have to pay bills. I mean, we we do live in this world of human made ways of life, and it's just like ants. Ants are existence, but yet they're out gathering food, bringing it into the ant mound. Birds are existence, and they're out gathering things and building nests and having, laying eggs and stuff, singing songs. Um, it doesn't mean we just sit and become a stone Buddha, right? That's what those in Zen, they criticize, Zen Buddhism criticizes those who want to go off into caves and just sit and never interact with the world and separate themselves, and just sit with eyes closed for the rest of their lives and then become a stone Buddha. And that's not the point at all either. It is living in this moment, completely aware of this moment, being alive in this moment as well, all the while knowing who you really are behind the mask, all the while knowing who you really are. And knowing who you really are, you wake up to the realization that you are the entirety of just the whole thing. You are existence itself. And so you do find that, the concepts that you used to be glued to, they do fade. Visit the past, visit the future, be here now. Yeah. I haven't heard that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. But again, we're always in the present, no matter what. And I tell people you gotta wait. That's why I do prefer to say it. You can't really say anything accurately, but I do prefer to say, instead of like be here now, like I put in the background, or you have to be in the present. I do prefer to say awaken to the now or awaken to the present, because you're always here. Just, are you aware of it or not? You're always in this moment. You are always one with the moment. You are the moment. You are this present. You're not separate from the present either. It isn't you and the present, me, I'm in the present, as if I'm something that can be in the present. Like, it's all the same. I am the present moment. You are the present moment. I am now. You are now. We're not separate from it. It's not, you were thinking in these human concepts of time. Time is just human thought. Apart from humans, what is time? Apart from the mind, what is time? Any favorite easy to read book suggestions? I love books. Easy to read book suggestions. You can read any book 1,000 times, and wherever you are in your awareness, awakening, understanding, you can read the same book 1,000 times, and it's like reading 1,000 different books. So any book that I recommend, however you read it, it's going to depend on where you are in your understanding, where you are in your awareness and awakening and all those kinds of things. I just read for the first time, I can't believe it, but this book, I'm going to recommend it, and it cuts right to the heart. I mean, it cuts right to reality. It's so straightforward. And it is, it's very old. Not that all old books are good, or that all good books are old. But this book I just happened to read this week, and it's the Zen Teaching of Huang Po. And I read the translation by John Blofield, and it's actually extremely good. I know it's backwards for you, but it is extremely good. The Zen Teaching of Huang Po on the Transition of Mind, translated by John Blofield. I've read this a few times, Bodhidharma, the Zen Teachings of Bodhidharma, translated by Red Pine. I always love reading Bodhidharma. Alan Watts has been, obviously a big favorite of mine. I love The Way of Zen. The Way of Zen, I think, is an easier probably read. Alan Watts, Siddhartha is a good book. I haven't read that in a long time. Simple is good. Alan Watts, The Way of Zen. Oh, actually, I showed you guys this last time. This is my signed copy of The Way of Zen by Alan Watts. An original signed. He used brush to paint his signature and a little message to who he was writing it to. That's my treasured possession right there. Oh yeah, you've been listening to a lot of Watts. I yeah, I've been acquainted with Watts for over a decade, and I've been corresponding with his daughter, Anne, uh, and she's. My plan is this summer to take an Alan Watts pilgrimage to California. That's the plan. And so I'm trying to plan that with her. She's trying to get a hold of someone that can get me access to his house in the Druid Heights. Jealous. I've been wanting to do this for so long, for so many years, you know. And finally, I just like reached out to Anne and just to see if she would respond, and she did. She was super sweet. So we've written back and forth several times, and so she's going to let me know this summer when this person's available to help me gain access, because it's all private property. That whole area that they all used to, the Druid Heights area is in the woods, is closed off to the public. And so she's working with somebody, or she's trying to get a hold of one of her friends that has access to the property. And so I'm going to go there, go to the ferry boat, you know, Vallejo, and go to the old house in Druid Heights, hopefully, if we get access, and just kind of do it. I'm going to go to the San Francisco Zen Center and just kind of look around there. Thanks, Seven. But it's like a personal pilgrimage for me, because I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm going to make it happen this summer. I've been wanting to make it happen, and this is the summer that it's going to happen finally. See, I'm making plans for the future, but I'm living totally in the present moment. It's like living on different planes at once. Watch the movie The Way. I don't suppose I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it. The Way. Yeah, I can't wait, Seven. Cannot wait. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I am. Books. So yeah, Alan Watts, The Way of Zen. I like Cloud Hidden, Whereabouts Unknown as well, because it's a book of several little articles by Alan Watts. Also, Tao, the Watercourse Way. Tao, the Watercourse Way. I like that one as well. Also, you know, Nisargadatta Maharaj has I Am That. That's a good one. It's kind of it's like transcription of a lot of his talks. This is yeah, you're welcome. Now I'm gonna recommend. I'm always hesitant to recommend this person because they're so controversial, but they're so controversial. I don't know. I've probably recommended them once or twice my whole time doing TikTok for years. But one person that, now it depends on what you read, because some of the stuff, he uses all kinds of different languages from different perspectives. It depends on the audience he's talking to. And that's a good thing. But some things you can read, some things I read and go, I know what he means, but I would never say it that way because of the way it could be taken. But Osho actually has a lot of good stuff. Osho is very controversial, but personally, I never hand out his books or recommend him to anyone. I'm doing it now, and I never do this, but I do enjoy Osho. Have you heard of David Icke? David Icke stuff? No, I haven't. I actually haven't. Icke. I'm gonna have to look them up. People determine what it means according to their experience or understanding. That's right, exactly. Yeah, you can read the same book 1,000 times, and it's like reading 1,000 different books, depending on where you're at in your understanding, where you're at in your awakening or awareness. Do you believe God exists outside his creation? No. like he created us but isn't involved. No, I don't believe those concepts are human concepts. You know, God is a human concept. Creation is a human concept. What is creation? Why do we label it that? I don't believe in anything. There's no reason to believe anything. Just being honest. There is just this. There is just existence, right? And you don't have to believe anything to experience this existence. Belief has to do with, and I said this earlier, belief has to do with something that is not here right now in this present moment. And this present moment is all that we have. It's all that we experience. It's all that exists is this moment. And and this is not going to make any sense to you, but we are this moment. We are the present moment. We're not just in the present moment. We are this now moment. So belief has to do with something out there that we can't know or see or experience directly because it isn't here in this moment now. And if there is only existence, which is now, here now, what else could there be other than existence? How can there be something other than existence outside of existence, right? So those are just human concepts. When we go, is there something outside of existence? That's the human brain going, how do I think through this and rationalize this and create some kind of possible solution to the mystery that is existence? Because you can't ever get away from the mystery either. There is mystery in existence. And so we try to come up with all these imaginative solutions, beliefs, in other words, to alleviate and give us some kind of absolute certainty as far as existence goes. And really, there is existence, and that's all we have to say. We don't have to believe anything. We just are it. Some people can't handle what you're saying, so they have to give it some kind of meaning. Right. It's pretty special that in this now, you and I, and all the other people are having this experience. Right. Yes. And whether we know it or not, we're all experiencing this here, this moment. We may not even know it. We may not even realize it, but we are. And we may not even realize it. Most of us don't even realize it, that we are existence itself. We're not this little me. We're not this little I. We're not the mask of the ego. We are what's behind the mask, behind the ego. You are what is there before you name everything around you? What is there before a thought rises in the mind? What is there? What are you before that? That's what you are. You are awareness. You are consciousness. You are existence. You are the energy of the universe or the cosmos. You are the universe. There's so many different ways you could put it. So there are 1,000 ways you could put it. But you are existence itself, the ocean of being. Being, life. Man, I've been on for almost 45 minutes already. It doesn't feel that way. It's good to see all you guys. This is truer than anything, just sitting in silence. Now we've reached the truth. Busted. Through collective consciousness. That's another way. Yeah, that's another way to put it. Been a while since I've seen you. I know. It's been a while. I went live a few weeks ago. Actually, it was like May 1st. And then I went live in January. So it's been that long. And then before that, it had been several, I don't know, months. But yeah. I'm just popping on every once in a while when I have the energy or can do it. Like there's been a lot of good comments, a lot of good questions, some good interaction. It's been a good one so far. I'm actually in Galveston, Texas. We call it Galveston near Texas. It's an island. Island life. I'm still here. There's nowhere for me to go. I am here. I am the here. And so are you. We are all the here now, existence itself. We are this present moment. There is nothing beside it. We are existence. You are existence. I am existence. Glad all the parrots are still migrated. Spoke too soon. Oh, did that comment come before the other one? Well, this has been nice. I've enjoyed being with you guys very much. Hopefully I'll see you again. Yeah, thanks for your side. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's been a nice awakening. Thank you, Seven. Saw a hummingbird today. Nice. Love hummingbirds. Yeah, thank you guys. Seven, I love you, my friend. Good seeing you. Thank you, Nico, Carol, so much. Hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. I want to get one of those masks, those hummingbird masks. Where they come and like land on your right in front of your face. I want to do that. I have a hummingbird feeder. I did right in front of my kitchen window. I need to put it back up. 3. I have 3 back so far. Nice. Yeah, I need to put that back up. I have a bird feeder out hanging from the tree, but the squirrels always like eat up the food, and I'm okay with that. I love the squirrels too. But I need to put my hummingbird feeder back up. All right, well, I'm gonna plants with flowers. We do have some plants with flowers as well, and if you ask me to name them, I can never remember what they're called. But we've got I've planted banana trees and banana trees in the back. We've never had any bananas from it, but banana trees, and then there are 2 different kinds of really tall flowers. I actually have a raised garden as well, and I've got my layers done. I just need the top soil layer that I still haven't done yet. I got to do that and plant some stuff. This shall not be named. So I know for sure that I am this, and this shall not be named, created this world. That I am this, and this shall not be named, and created this world. Nice. That's a way to put it. Need a plant waves. A plant wave. Need a plant wave. What's a plant wave? Thank you for the gift, my friend Adrian. Yes, that is a way to put it. That's right. So we are this existence, not separate from it. Separation is an illusion. I'm telling everybody bye, and now I'm speaking again, but yeah, we aren't separate from this what is. We are this what is. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I forgot that's what it was called. That thing is awesome. Yeah, I need to get one of those. That is super cool. Really, really cool. That is really awesome. I love those videos. I never actually get on TikTok and watch stuff. Yeah, we're all one, exactly. And and to hear the frequencies in put into sound. Mr. Awesome, thank you, my friend. Yeah, and to hear that, Bustin and Jess or Cosmic, so cool, so cool. Yeah, I need to get one of those. All right, well I'm going off to bed, probably read a little bit and get sleepy. But I really enjoyed this. I love you guys. So good to see you. Yeah, love you, love you, love you. Surfing lately? I have not, unfortunately. It's been a couple of months since I've surfed, so sadly. We're in May and I've only surfed twice this year. So sad. But hopefully, I have one more week of school teaching and then I'm out for the summer. Of course, I have my summer business, but that gives me more time during the day. I'm definitely going to get some surfing in this summer and I can't wait. The summer waves aren't as good as the winter waves, and we just didn't have a great winter of waves this time. But I'm definitely going to get some surfing in this summer, no doubt about it. And I can't wait because I'm really needing some surf. It's been too long. All right. Take it easy. Yes. I love you, my friend. Love you, my friends. I will see you soon. There were many times that I was like, you know what, I'm going to go live tonight. And then it just didn't happen. Tonight I was like, it's happening. I've got the energy and the time. So hopefully soon I'll go live again. Thank you, Seven, my friend. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I will see you soon. I love you and have a great night.